Hey you guys, I know it's been a while, so what's up? So today I'll be showing y'all how to do two mathematical problems. I know I can't talk right. But anyways, I'll be doing it for a grade, but hopefully it will teach y'all something. And I have to show my Augusta Tech, ID. Anyway, let's get back into this video and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first we're going to find the mean. The best way to find the mean is add all the numbers, like how many numbers is in the data set. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 numbers in the total of the data set. So now all you're going to do is you're going to add all the numbers together as a group, and you're going to get 119. So now that you have 16 numbers in the whole data set and all together is 119, you're going to divide it by 16, and then you're going to get the total of okay, so now we're going to solve the median. The best way to explain how to solve the median is to look for the number that's in the middle. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross off each number from each side exactly what I'm doing. Oh, I missed the number. 11, 3, 10, 3, 10, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now what you see is two numbers in the middle, and they're both 6. When you have the same number in the middle, then that's just what's your median going to be. So the median is going to be 6. And the last step in this problem is to find the mode. The best way to explain the mode is to look for the number that you see the most in the data set. So when you look in this data set, how many numbers do you see of 1? You only see 1, 1. So we're going to mark that as a 1. How many 2s do you see in the data set? 2. So I'm going to write a 2 under it. How many 3s do you see? 2. How many 5s? 1. How many 6? 3. How many 1 of the 8? 1. How many 10s is it? 3. How many 1 is it? How many 11 is it? 1. How many 17 is it? 1. And how many 19 is it? 1. Therefore, how many numbers the most do you see? The biggest number out of it would be 3. And since I have 10 and 6, it's 3 times in this data set, and that means 6 and 10 will be my mode. And yes, you can have more than one mode sometimes. Depends on whatever data set you have. And that is how you find the mean, the median, and the mode. Next, I'm going to teach you how to solve a binomial probability problem. And the problem states 34% of U.S. adults have very little confidence in newspapers. You randomly select 8 U.S. adults. Find the probability that the number of U.S. adults who have very little confidence in newspapers is A, exactly 6, B, at least 4, and C, less than 5. So today, I'm only going to teach you how to solve A and B. Not A and B, but A and C, my bad. And I decided to start off what is given out the problem. So since it says 34%, I put that as S, and then you could just translate that as the probability is 0.34, which is why I wrote it as that. Then the formula, you need to know that before you start the problem, is PS equal N. Yep. And then after that, so after I wrote the formula out, I stated what the N is and what the X is. The N is the total number of random selection. The X is the total number of success. And the probability of failure, this is like, the little small little formula for it. Q equal 1 minus P. And let me just go ahead and just, solve this problem. This part, because it's pretty much easy and you're going to need to do this part before you continue. So basically, this is going to be 1 minus, and since the P is right here, you're going to plug that in 0.34. And if you plug it into a calculator, which I did, you're going to come up with 0.66. And don't mind my ring light. It's coming from, the actual ring light. All right, so part A says exactly 6. Basically, this is going to be the X in the problem because you're plugging the 6 into the formula. That's basically all you're doing. And you already know that N equals 8. So, but just in case, just write it out just to make sure that you remember. So that's how we're going to plug in these numbers into this formula. As such, we're going to do it down here real quick. And once you actually plug into a calculator, you're going to get the value of which means the answer to part A will be, and that's how you solve part A. All right, so as you can see, I erased the part A because I need some room on this board to do part C because part C is a little bit longer. So I wrote down what I already know. It says less than 5, and then this is how you represent less than 5, and then you already know N equal 8. So instead of just plugging this into the formula like we did with part A, you're going to do every number that comes before 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you're going to put that in the formula before you do 5. So the best way I can explain it is just to show you what I mean by that. So P-O, I'm not going to do it all at the same time. So P-O equal and when you calculate all of this in the calculator, you're going to get the amount of, and of course you can round it up and make it a smaller number to work with, but I'm just going to leave them full out the way it comes out in the calculator, and then I'm going to round it later. Okay, so I'm just going to skip it up a little bit because all I'm doing is repeating the same step just with a different number. And I'm going to explain again exactly what I'm writing again after the sped up is done. So you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I just hope that by the end of this video, you learned something. Okay, so once you have done all, like you plugged in all your numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 into the formula that we originally gave you, you're going to get all your amounts together, and then you're going to add them. Literally, you're going to add all these numbers together, and you're going to get the total of 0.9051. And this number right here basically just represents x less than 5 equals. And this is how you solve part A and C of finding binomial probabilities.